stop breaking promises to yourself. And I was like, Lord, you talking to this lady to me. Hey, y'all. I'm on this bike, honey. Like, I was watching. So first of all, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. I keep forgetting that part. But if I do forget, I'll throw it on the screen. But go ahead, y'all. Hit that like button, that notification bell after you hit that subscribe button. Okay. I'm a little out of breath. So I was just watching some videos while I was working earlier today. And I don't know, something hit me Sunday. I was taking a shower and I started thinking to myself, like, damn, I got to do better. Because I've been slacking. And every time I slack, whether it's me working out, eating healthier, I told myself earlier this year, like, you know, dairy affects me very negatively. I'm going to try to cut back on dairy. Caffeine. I cut back on caffeine for a while because I really didn't have a choice. I kept getting, like, high heart rates and, like, it just made me feel just horrible. But I'm like, I'm going to drink more water. Like, you know, all the stuff we say to ourselves. Like, I'm like, I promised myself that earlier this year. And now you know how it is. The end of the year is coming. January's looking us in the eye. And you start reflecting back on the stuff you told yourself you was going to do. And then you look at, like, your little list. And then I was, like, evaluating myself. I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And I'm like, girl, you haven't done none of that. Like, you're not drinking your 64 ounces of water a day. And then I get upset with, like, my acne, my skin not clearing up the way I want it to. And it's like, cause girl, you're not drinking the water. Like, drinking one water bottle, that's not enough. You're supposed to be doing more than that, right? And then, I don't know, I was just, like, going mentally down, like, the list of stuff I said I was going to do. And then kind of, like, doing a check-in with myself of where I am. And I know a lot of us probably are kind of, like, in that same point in life, or not point in life, but, like, in that same realm of, like, trying to figure out what else you want to accomplish for the year, setting new goals as the year comes to a close, all of that stuff that we do with our self-reflection. And so, like I was saying, anyway, so Sunday, like, I was just taking a shower, whatever. And just randomly, like, I just started thinking, like, I could have been doing better this whole time. Like, I could have had my body where I wanted it to be. I could have finished this book that I started 3 years ago. I said I was going to finish it this spring, and it's still not done. Like, girl, what are you doing with your time? You got the time to do the stuff that you want to do, but why am I not prioritizing what I need to do? I don't know. And I'm like, I just feel like I've been lazy. Like, the only reasonable answer I have is I've just been lazy. So fast forward, I said this week I'm going to get my ass up. And I feel, because I let go of my gym membership. And I'm like, okay, I do like discipline in this area of, like, working out and stuff, like, consistently. But I realized that I worked out better in the mornings than, like, after I'm done, like, working stuff. Excuse me, y'all. Like, I work from home and stuff too. Like, I think that also plays a part into it. It's like, once I close the laptop down, I just don't want to work out a lot of the times. But so I said to myself yesterday, I was like, I'm going to get up this morning early, like 6:30, early for me. And I'm going to work out for 30 minutes. And I'm going to try to, like, do that 3, then 4, then 5 times a week. Child, I woke up before that alarm this morning. And I'm like, ain't no way. Like, it was cold. I woke up at, like, 5, like, almost 5:30-ish. I was still really tired. I was like, ain't no way. I'm not doing this today. So I went ahead and moved that alarm time. You know, and I was like, we're going to have to start again tomorrow. That's been my theme this year. I'm just going to start again tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes. I'm going to just do it tomorrow. Then tomorrow comes. I'm going to just do it tomorrow. Then tomorrow comes. And then I still haven't done it. And now here we are. 2 months left, right? Yeah, 2 months left. And still struggling to get stuff done. Yeah, I'm like, I just have to be real with myself. And I think a lot of us, like, we struggle with just being real with ourselves. And we get into that routine. And when it's like, when you start thinking of where you want to be and where you are, breaking that routine is tough. So, I did my work for the day. I was listening to like different YouTube videos. And I came across this one video. And she said something. I was like, I'm about to turn this off. Like, this is not serving me the way I needed it to be served. And right before I was about to cut it off, she said, stop breaking promises to yourself. And I was like, Lord, you talking through this lady to me. Like, because we always expect people to fulfill their promises to us, right? Like, I'm sure people have promised you something, you expect them to deliver on the promise. Like, if they don't, then that's cause to get upset with them. That's cause to not trust them. That's cause to, separate yourself from them. Oh, that person's not good for me. But then when it comes to ourselves, we break promises to ourselves all the time. Like, it's nothing. No consequences. Just whatever. And then when it comes to loving ourselves, we wonder, why is that so difficult to do? It's because we keep breaking promises to our own self. Then we lose trust in our own self. So how can we then love ourselves? So after I watched that, I was like, after this morning, like, I had gotten up or whatever, and I'm like, okay, I missed my morning workout. Like, I'm in the throes of work now. Like, I got stuff going on, projects and stuff. I have to mitigate issues. Like, I don't have time to, throw a quick workout in there. If I did, it's not going to be a real workout. It's just going to be something for me to check off the box. Whatever, it ain't going to be a real thorough workout. So I was like, you know what? Maybe it's just in my head this morning. I was like, well, you know what? I tried. I did set the alarm. I turned it off, but at least I did set it. So at least that's one positive step in the right direction. I didn't order any junk food when I placed my grocery order. So at least that's one step. Like, I'm like trying to reward myself for that. But that wasn't the promise I made to myself, though. The promise I made to myself was, I'm going to actually take action towards the things and the goals I want to accomplish. It wasn't that, oh, you set the alarm to work out. No, girl, it was that you worked out today. And then in my head, I was like, well, I didn't work out this morning, so I just might as well figure it out. I'll just start over tomorrow. And then I was like, after I heard that, that little snippet of that video, I was like, nah, just because I didn't work out this morning, it doesn't mean I still can't complete this goal. Doesn't mean I still can't make it happen. Just because it didn't happen in the way that I had imagined it, the way that I had intended or planned for, doesn't mean I can't still make it happen. It just looks a little different. The sun's down now versus it would have been coming up if I would have stuck to the plan. But that's okay. I'm still getting it done, though. I'm like, I have to, and I think that's a lot of us. Like I said, I think a lot of us, we have these goals in mind, and we have these things we want to do, and we get fatigued, and we sit in that fatigue, and instead of trying to push through it, we just sit there because it's easier, because it's more comfortable to us, because it's familiar. And it's like, no, create a new normal for yourself. I'm like, I want my body. I'm not, I don't think I'm going to be like some supermodel physique or not. And that's not the goal here. But the goal for me is just to feel healthier, to feel lighter. And, you know, not feel intimidated if I have to go on a long walk or go up a flight of stairs. Like, that's where I want to be physically, right? And I'm just using this as just an example, like my situation, whatever. But it could apply to whatever it is. Like I said, I'm trying to write a book. Or not trying, I am writing a book. And I'm almost there. Like I said, I wanted this book to be, like, my goal is 300 pages. I'm at 200. So it's like, girl, why can't you just, you're already 2/3 of the way there. Just finish the last 1/3. Like, why aren't you pushing through? And it's like, I got tired because I'm doing this, and that. All these distractions taking me away from what I need to be doing. But it's like, nah, that's an excuse. You can do better. You just don't want to. You don't feel like it. It requires too much energy. So it's just easier to say, I'll put this off. Oh, whatever. That wasn't meant for me anyway. No. Like I said, it may not look like what you imagined. It may not happen on the time frame that you would have desired. But don't mean it can't happen. Doesn't mean you can't still get it done. You just have to keep the promise that you made to yourself. And then go from there. So, like I said, this wasn't supposed to be no long video. I'm about to wrap up my workout. I feel good. Now, when I lay down tonight, I can be like, I did something. Like, that makes me feel good. And then tomorrow, taking another step, do it again. And then the next day. And eventually, it'll become normal to me. So, my question to y'all, is there anything you're working on, have been working on, or have been working towards? Doesn't have to be getting a consistent workout. It could be, like I said, I'm writing a book. It could be writing a book. It could be landing that new job. It could be buying a house, and maybe you need to tweak the way you save, and you've been saying you want to buy a house. I mean, I know it's difficult now with inflation, but still, scratch that. No, it's still possible though. Maybe you need to spend a little less money on eating out. Like, maybe there's something you can do maybe you need to, whatever it is, you need to reevaluate your budget. And you realize, oh, I've been spending an extra $1,000 here. Let me check myself. I've been going to the nail salon a little bit too much. I need to pull back on that. It may require a sacrifice, but it can be done. Because trust me, I did not want to get on this bike. But I knew I had to do it for me, because I have to show myself that I can keep a promise to myself. And that's what's important. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, honey, and drop that comment below. What are you working towards? Or if you don't want to share that, that's fine. But how are you going to show up differently? And maybe share some positive affirmations that could help somebody else that may be sitting in their fatigue. You know, get them out of that. Could help me, child. It may just help me. But I'll talk to y'all later, and see y'all next time. See y'all. It's that little goal. I just want to show y'all. I'm like, exercise goal achieved. Gotta keep it going.